Trap Hill Collision presents Movies from Another World. Exorcist 3 has got to be one of the greatest third entries in a horror franchise ever. Yes, I would even put it above The Season of the Witch. If you count that as an actual Halloween sequel, that is. From just the opening of this film, it hooks you and it never lets you go. This film also has some genuinely scary moments, and they seem to only come when you least expect them. This is also such a deeply depressing film, with no character being safe from danger. It definitely will leave you with something to think about once it's over. It's funny, this is yet another sequel on this list that, while yes, it has a connection to the first Exorcist movie, kind of goes off in a completely different direction. It's based off of the novel Legion, which is actually the follow-up to the original Exorcist book. So this film picks up 17 years after the events of the first movie. We follow Detective Kinderman as he investigates a series of murders that bear shocking resemblance to the work of a previous serial killer, the Gemini Killer. The only problem being, the Gemini Killer has been dead for 15 years. Just the setup alone for this movie is really great, but when you add in the excellent performances from the likes of George C. Scott as Lieutenant Kinderman, Ed Flanders as Father Dyer, and Brad Dourif as the Gemini Killer, you have yourself a series of top-notch scenes with real intrigue and tension. I can also say this is probably some of the best writing when it comes to dialogue you will ever see, especially in a horror film. Pretty much every scene is important and matters to the overarching narrative. Without spoiling anything, there's a scene near the end of the film where one character is talking to another in a jail cell, and it's one of my favorite dialogues between two people ever in a film. The story writing on display here is also just incredible. Everything flows so well, and it will have you on the edge of your seat until the end. I can also confidently say that this film has probably the greatest jump scare of any movie I've ever seen. Some of the greatest scares of this movie don't even come from what is shown on screen. There are several where just the characters talking about the events that occur are enough to make you uneasy. Some truly twisted stuff happens in this movie, and I'm very surprised that it doesn't get talked about more. It's honestly one of my favorites, and I can't recommend it enough. It's a perfect Halloween movie. Check it out. Hey, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, and if you like what you just saw, click the link to check out the other Movies from Another World. Also, our brand new album, Watch the Skies, is now streaming on Spotify and all other streaming platforms. Thanks for watching.